Welcome back to another modern house tutorial. Now this house tutorial is actually pretty easy to build, and make sure if you're having any trouble, just look at the reference images that I'm about to show you, because this is what I use to actually build this house and build this tutorial myself. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Start by building into the ground 1, 2, 3, 4, then placing that with quartz. Then what we want to do is we want to count across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then right here we're going to build 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, just like that. Then what we want to do in this area right here is we want to destroy it. So destroy this area completely. Then coming along the edge right here, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves a smooth quartz blocks, just like that. Then in the middle of here, what we're going to add is along the ground, we're going to add ourselves our quartz. So this should only be 3 blocks wide. And if you're inside the pool, then what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves some water. Then of course add the water along the edges and fill that in. So now what we need to do is we need to get ourselves some grey concrete, and the grey concrete is going to be placed on the edges right here, so here and here. And then in this middle area right here, as you guys can see, we're going to destroy this like that. Okay, so that area is destroyed right there, and this should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then in this middle area right here, what we're going to do, okay, is we're just going to add ourselves some smooth quartz blocks like this. Okay. Then of course, we're going to add ourselves a bucket of water like that. And underneath here, add yourselves the smooth quartz along here. You can add yourself some smooth quartz as well. Now what we want to do is along here, we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. Then join it up. There we go. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves some oak planks, and we're going to build ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to build all the way up. So basically all the way around the edge, all the way, keep going. And then we're going to keep going down just like that. And then in the middle, it should be 1, 2, 3. And then at the top, 1, 2, 3, and just fill this in. Now that is done, all we need to do is along the edge of here, place yourself some black stained glass. Then what we want to do is we want to add ourselves along here, well, starting here, we want to add ourselves some slabs. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to build ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then along the edge here, what we want to do is we want to build ourselves a 1 or 2. Okay. And then along the edge here, we want to build ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just connect that like this. Then along the edges here, we want to add ourselves some grey concrete like that. And then what we want to do is over here, as you guys can see, we want to get ourselves some, smooth quartz blocks. But we want to count across first. We want to count across, I believe it is 2 blocks. Okay, so 1, 2, just like that. Actually, not 2, it's actually 3. So just add another block here. And then, of course, along the edge here, we're going to add ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like that. And then in the middle here, all along here, we're going to add ourselves some wood. So now that that is done, what we now need to do is we now need to build ourselves a continuous glass along here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what we want to do is we want to build ourselves a quartz block going up. So we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that on the edge here. Then get your slabs and build 1, 2, 3. Then along the edge here, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves smooth quartz blocks. So we're going to build these all the way to the edge here. Okay, just like that. Then we're going to build ourselves the floor. So add yourself some smooth quartz blocks along here, like that. Then add yourself some wood along here, then some smooth quartz. And then finally add yourself some wood along here again, just like that. Okay. So now that is done, what we want to do is we want to switch this out for smooth quartz, switch this out for smooth quartz, and switch that out for smooth quartz. So it looks like that. On either side, what we're going to do, okay, is we're going to add ourselves 3 pillars of wood. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, leaving 2 blocks in the middle, and that's where the door is going to be. Then, of course, along the top, add yourself some wood, and then that is the door frame. So along the edge here, starting here, we want to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then along the edge here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what we want to do is you want to just build across like this. And then what we do here is build across like this. And then build across like this. And there we go. And build across like this. There we go. So as you guys can see, that is that part right there. Then what we want to do is you want to join this up to the wall. Join that up. And now that that is done, what we want to do is you want to continue to build on, but we're going to come over to this side to start building. So you can get that reference image up if you want. So now what we want to do here is we want to add 2 like this. Then here we want to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In total, it should be 8 blocks across. And of course, add another block here, 2 more. Add quartz along here, like this. Then add yourself some glass all the way around, like that. Before we get to the end, build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Then of course, build across as well to the same length as that, as you guys can see. Then join this up too. Then what we want to do is on the bottom here, we want to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we want to do here is we want to add ourselves the quartz, and we want to just build this all the way to the end like this. Build this all the way to the end. Build this all the way to the end. Build this all the way to the end. Build the way this all the way to the end. Build this all the way to the end. And build this all the way to the end like that. Then what we want to do now is we want to add ourselves our build. So what we want to do is in the middle here, we just want to add ourselves a bunch of quartz. So add some quartz along here like this. And add yourself some quartz along the edge like this. Add yourself some quartz like this. And then what we want to do along here, make sure this is 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. Add yourself some glass along here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now what we're going to do is we are going to continue on with this build. So starting on from... So starting on from this block right here, we want to come all the way to the edge and then we want to build up 1, 2, 3. Then what we want to do is we want to build ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we want to do is build ourselves 1, 2, 3 like this. And then what we want to do is add our glass plane in here like this. Like that. There we go. Then we're going to use our oak planks, build all the way. I think we build ourselves all the way across. In fact, we're just going to do that for now. And we're going to do the same along the back here. So just build along all the way across the back like this. And then what we want to do now is we want to add ourselves our smooth quartz blocks. And we want to add ourselves like this. So all we want to do is we want to make sure that it goes across 8 blocks. So starting from here all the way along. So basically, in fact, let me just make this a little bit easier. Start along or going around here with smooth quartz like this. And then just do the same again all the way around. Just do the same again all the way around. There we go. And in the middle here, we want to just do the same again. In the middle here, we want to do the same again. There we go. So as you guys can see, so far we've done pretty well on building out this house. So now what we want to do is we want to add ourselves the rest of this quartz. So come to the bottom, and then what we want to do is add ourselves some quartz and extend it all the way. So starting from here, just extend it all the way until this point right here. Just keep extending it. Just keep extending it. Just keep extending it. Just keep extending it like this. Just keep extending it like that. And there we go. So now that it's done, we need to just go ahead and add ourselves the next part of the build. So the next part of the build is fairly simple. All we just need to do is add ourselves some builds around here. So let's do that right now. In fact, what we need to do is we need to come over to this point right here, destroy this pillar. It should reveal this piece of wood. Then come over to here, add yourself this wood. And then what we need to do is we need to go build 1, 2, 3, just like that. Then what we need to do is get our black stained glass paint, build across like this. There we go. and then add some fences, like not fences, add the black stained glass in there. Then go around to the back. And then what we want to do is we want to add ourselves some oak planks along the edge like this. There we go. Like that. There we go. And then now that that is done, now we can start the back. Now we're in the back of the design. We want to extend this up by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that until we get to here. And then now that that is done, we want to go over to this point, okay? And we want to build our, well, not just yet, but we want to extend this out by 18 blocks. So this, let's count it first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 blocks. Yeah, so 18. Pretty much just extend it from here until it gets to that point right there. So then place another block here and add the rest of the quartz in like that. Then now that we're there, on this last block, we can start to build up with our grey concrete and build up 11 blocks. It should be the same height as that. Then of course, what we want to do is connect these up. And we just want to build the same frame from the front, connect it to here. So come to this block right here, build all the way to the top. Like this, build all the way to the top. And then over here, just connect this up. Then over here, we want to do the same like this. There we go. So now what we want to do is we want to build on this wall. On this wall, we want to just add ourselves a grey concrete. And on this wall, we want to add grey concrete. Now what we want to do is we want to, along here, what we want to do is we want to add ourselves our grey concrete along. Oh, now that that is done, along the top here, we just want to add ourselves some grass blocks. We don't actually want to add ourselves any actual blocks, just grass blocks, just blocks of grass. That is done. The same frame that we built on the front, we want to build on the back. So what we want to do, okay, is here first, we just want to add ourselves smooth quartz blocks, add yourselves a layer of wood. Okay, then right here, what we want to do is we want to add ourselves wood going all the way to the top like this. And then we want to add wood going all the way to the top here like this. And then we want to add ourselves wood going across like that. Then what we now want to do is we want to add ourselves black stained glass planes like this. Okay. Like that. There we go. And then we want to add our stuff going across here like that. There we go. So now what we want to do is we want to add ourselves glass going all the way around the back like this. There we go. So now what we want to do is we want to make sure that we go ahead, okay, and finish off the house. Because right now the house is basically complete, but the interior isn't exactly done. So let's go ahead in here. And what we want to do, okay, is we want to go ahead and we want to go in here and we want to add ourselves some oak planks. And what we want to do is we want to add oak planks along here, just like this. So as you guys can see right here, what we want to do is we want to add ourselves wood along here too. In here, we also want to add ourselves a wood. And we want to add ourselves some wood right here. There we go. And then on the edge here, we want to add ourselves some wood too, because it's going to look a lot better on the inside, as you guys can see. So as you guys can see so far, that looks really amazing. So now we want to add ourselves the second layer of the house. We come over to the top of the house, we destroy 2 blocks like this, and then we add ourselves the doors. Here we go. Open the doors up, close them right here. Add yourselves the black stained glass planes like this. Then build them all the way around until it joins up like that, as you guys can see. Then what we need to do is we need to add ourselves the little pool area. So on here, we're going to add ourselves a little pool. Just destroy 8 blocks in the middle. There should be a block either side. Then in the middle right here, I just saw some smooth quartz blocks like this. And then we're going to add ourselves some water buckets like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves the second layer. So we're going to go inside the house on this second layer here, come in, break this wall completely, okay? Just absolutely break the wall down. Then what we're going to do, okay, is at the top here, we're going to add ourselves all wood along the top because the grass just looks kind of weird. So we're just going to add wood all along here. So just build yourselves wood all along here, just like this. There we go. Build yourselves the wood just like this. And as you guys can see in this area right here, what we actually want to do is we actually want to switch this to wood now. So now that that is done, as you guys can see, we now have a second floor story, which is looking pretty good. And of course, we can destroy this block right here, replace it with 2 blocks of wood. And of course, in here, we can destroy this, replace it with wood. And then, of course, along here, we can place wood as well so that this looks a lot nicer. Then, of course, as you guys can see, the interior of the second floor looks a lot nicer. Now, of course, we need a way to be able to get to that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves some stairs. You could always opt for the ladder, but stairs is something that is a lot more modern and something that feels a lot more better. So come over to the edge right here, then break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then build the stairs down like this. There we go. And then, of course, you can come underneath and build the stairs underneath so that it looks pretty nice. So that's what we want to do. And there we have that. So as you guys can see so far, that looks pretty good. And there is that part of the house. And the house is pretty much complete.